Cavalier faithful, welcome back to the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers have agreed to a rookie max extension. This news dropped last night from Woj saying Cleveland Cavaliers /center Evan Mobley has agreed on a 5-year, $224 million maximum rookie contract extension that could become worth as much as $269 million. Interestingly enough, he does not say what that qualifying, piece of language in the contract is to get the, additional $45 million. I'm assuming if I was Evan Mobley's agent, I would put in there that he gets that qualifying number if he gets an all first defensive team, all team first defense for the NBA, because I think that that's certainly attainable for Evan Mobley. I don't think that there's a lot of other accolades that, he could achieve within our system just due to how many other people, need to have the basketball and need to play a role in order for the Cavaliers to have success as far as just being the first team all NBA. Maybe it's an all-star appearance. Maybe it could be a whole bunch of things, but obviously Evan Mobley was the third pick overall in the 2021 NBA draft, and he is one of 4 players with 300 blocks, 100 and 150 steals since he entered the league. We know he's a defensive phenom. Really quickly, so far that draft class is crazy. Between Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Mobley, Scotty Barnes, that draft class, all of those guys are getting paid. All those guys are getting extensions with the team that drafted them, which is absolutely crazy. That 2021 NBA draft could go down as an all-timer. So Evan Mobley gets paid out. He gets to stay with the Cavaliers for 5 more seasons. I think this writing was on the wall. I think that everyone acknowledges that he's a cornerstone. He's one of the younger pieces of this team, and that he could really grow into someone who elevates us to the finals and to a contending team consistently year in and year out, obviously with the help of Donovan Mitchell. But you've already had a lot of talk from this previous season. Evan Mobley has to be the guy if we want to win an NBA championship. You hear that argument. I think there's good talking points for that. It's not that Donovan Mitchell can't, lead us to an NBA finals and an NBA championship. I think a lot of people would agree that he can't do it by himself, and we have seen that. He needs other people to step up around him. The Cavs are betting on their young defensive phenom to be that guy in Evan Mobley. So, interestingly enough, this obviously doesn't affect this season. If you go and look at Evan Mobley's contract over on Sport Track, his 2024-2025 league season cap hit is $11 million. So you have another season of Evan Mobley on the cheap part of his, of his contract status. Next season, Sport Track has estimates here, which I'll put up on the screen. He gets that number to kick in. And guys, let's take a look at these individual numbers. You could look at them here, high 38, $30 million range into the low 40s, into the middle 40s, all the way up into that estimate of $51 million in the 2029-2030 season, which is absolutely crazy. Moving over to the Cleveland Cavaliers as a whole on this multi-year salary cap table provided by Sport Track as well. This is absolutely just crazy to look at, and I feel like this is kind of what the new CBA has forced teams to do to a certain extent. But you look at the 2024-2025 table here, and it doesn't have Mobley's big number on there, and it doesn't even have Donovan Mitchell's increased number, obviously, either. With Donovan Mitchell only making I say only, but he's still making $35 million this year. And like I said, Mobley close to that $11 million mark. Take a look at the 25-26 calendar year for the season. Darius Garland, 25% of the salary cap. Donovan Mitchell, 29-30% of the salary cap. Evan Mobley, 24.9% of the salary cap. Absolutely crazy numbers here. And just to take a look at that 25-26 season, Garland, Mitchell, and Mobley consist of 80% of our salary cap. Now, it goes up. It continually will go up. We'll see how that happens year to year. It went up this year. So there's still some factors to be talked about there. But right now, according to Sport Track, with those percentages, 3 guys are going to be 80% of the salary cap one season from this upcoming one, which is absolutely crazy. You have to have, thoughts that Jarrett Allen is not with the team much longer. This is likely his last season. And then from there, it'll be interesting. We'll have to see how Altman wants to maneuver what's going on with this roster and who he's going to keep, what contracts are going to be movable. When you pay a guy like Mobley, you're not going to be able to retain a guy like Jarrett Allen unless you're going way over into the second apron. And I just don't know what's going to happen from there. But I'm thrilled that Evan Mobley got that contract extension. He's been one of my favorite players since the Cavaliers drafted him. He's, we've improved every single season since he's been a part of the franchise. So it's good to see him get an extension. Glad he's hanging out with the Cavs. But if you like this video, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe down below. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.